SolidSmack readers, this is Erin McDermott, and today I'm coming to you from the wilderness of the Midwest. There is no Google Fiber out here, and that's kind of a bummer because that makes video conferencing, which so many of us are doing now for our jobs, kind of impossible unless I come up with some other solution. So I've done a lot of research, and today I'm going to show you what I just got. I haven't even unboxed it yet. As one possible solution. I don't actually know if it's going to work yet. Spoiler alert, if you're watching this, it probably worked because I don't know how else I'm going to upload the video. This is the Glocalme G4 Pro 4G LTE mobile hotspot. There are some other competitors out there. This one had the best reviews on Amazon. I bought it for $159 and some change. That includes a $20 coupon on Amazon. And there was also a Thanksgiving Black Friday special going on if you go directly to glocalme.com, I believe. But when I went on Honey and I checked out the Amazon price, it looked like they had just bumped it up about 30 days ago. So, depending on when you watch this, you might not have missed any real sale. It might just be that price all the time. I'm not sure. So to give you some more information about my current setup or lack thereof, like I said, I'm in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest, and I have T-Mobile, and it's right now working via its partner, I guess, US Cellular. And I did an internet speed test the other day and I got 1.35 megabits per second. As it was testing the upload, it never actually finished, and 2.69 download. That just isn't going to cut it for video conferencing. And the other options are very costly installations, and at least one of them required a 2-year contract. And I'm only planning on being here for a short amount of time, so those options are not great for what I need. So if you're like me and you kind of just want to get away from some of the craziness that's going on right now and be able to work from somewhere more peaceful, or just somewhere else because maybe you're working from home all the time and you have the opportunity to go, maybe a mobile hotspot would be a good solution for you, and maybe if not this one, there are some other competitive versions out there. So what this hotspot supposedly does is lets you connect to a variety of different cell options around the world. So this doesn't just work in the US, you can use it abroad as well, which is kind of what made me think it might be worth the investment of getting this instead of setting up like a dish or something in a house that I'm only going to stay at for a few months. Okay, so let's dig in. Well, you're so fancy with your Apple style box. Look at you. Kind of looks like an old iPhone. That's the device. And here's some connectors. And that might be it. Hopefully some instructions. This company is based in Hong Kong, so their marketing materials are a little bit funny to read. 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it already has juice in it. Cool. Yes, English. Next. Swipe to unlock. Connecting. Oh, the moment of truth. And then it just shut off. Is this a good sign or a bad sign? I'm not sure. I tap on connecting and I get checking network environment. Okay. It's asking me to bind your account to access the data. So it comes with 1 gigabyte of worldwide data. That is good for 90 days, it says. Bind now. So now, hopefully my lousy internet service on my phone will be able to pick up this QR code. I did download the Glocalme app beforehand because I read some comments that it was necessary. Okay, I just signed up on the app on my phone and it's installing a system update. Okay, so the new update installed and I finally have the QR code again so that I can go to my phone and bind it to the data. Bind device. Bind now. Bound. I think it said to restart the device. So now I'm going to restart. Again. Checking network environment. Oh, please find something, please. Got 3 bars of 4G. If we could focus. Connecting to the Wi-Fi with a hotspot via my Wi-Fi on my phone. It is connected. I'm going to turn off cellular to make sure it's using the data from this. Oh good, and now it's showing 1 gigabyte, 1.09 that I have left. So let's run a test. And it's loading really slowly. Oh no. Okay, it had a little hiccup there before it was even loading the web page to look for the internet speed test, but now it's up. So let's run it. Well, that is much faster. Not great. Not as fast as the maximum 15 megabits per second that I could get with, not a dish, but something similar with a provider out here. But I got 8.75 megabits per second with this. Adjusting upload now. Got 0.83 megabits per second. So I don't know if that's gonna cut it. So that's disappointing. But it was much faster than the internet that I got just on my phone out here. So it is definitely an improvement. I just forgot there is network optimization available where you can select different networks, if there even are more than one available out here. So fingers crossed this helps. It says it'll take 2-3 minutes to switch the network, so let's give it a go. Searching for a better network. A new network has been found. Yes! Processing network requests. Will take 2 to 3 minutes to switch the network. Please wait a minute. You mean 2 to 3 minutes? It's really trying hard though. Look at that. Look at that rocket. It's gonna find that network. Okay, good news. So I tried to do the optimization, but it errored out while I was doing it and said it couldn't be done. So I restarted the device, and when I did it in a different room to see if that would pick up a different network on its own. So I'm not sure if it's the same network or a different one, or just being in a different position with the same network gives different results. But new speed test, 16.5 megabits per second download and 3.98, almost 4 upload. That could actually work for video conferencing. Yay! So let me try it one more time. I'm going to keep it in the same place where I got this better speed, but I'm going to run the optimization. Hopefully it'll work this time. We'll see if we get yet a third result. So I just tried the optimized network connection feature a few more times in different places per the instructions, and it doesn't ever work. So right now I am talking to Steven, who I assume is in Hong Kong, and he asked me to connect the device to the Wi-Fi, so I think maybe my phone connected to the device. I'm not sure which device is which, but I connected my phone where I'm talking to him on the app to the device's Wi-Fi. And I also have my kind of lousy cellular service turned on right now, which is probably all that I'm talking to Steven through. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Alright, I've been playing around with this for so long that the sun has set. It is no longer daytime. Customer support said that the signal was so bad that in the place where I am now, that it couldn't do the optimization, and that was why it didn't work. They said to try it in a different place at a different time, but of course, if you're trying to do work at any time of day in one particular house and it don't work, that's not great. So I have it in where I think is the best room window in the house, and I'm going to try the speed test one more time. They were able to tell me that it is connecting to AT&T, but that is not something that you can see on the app side or on the device side yourself. You have to actually contact the technician. And even though the signal looks pretty strong where it is in the other room, I'm only getting 4 megabytes per second download and 1.6 upload. So that's disappointing. Oops, that was actually testing my cell service out here. So let me test again with the actual Glocalme device. The best room in the house, 18 megabytes per second download, still decent. Better than one of the other options available to me besides a device like this. And upload is taking a while, but it's looking like 4 megabits per second. Okay, it's stalling on the upload, as happens sometimes, which I don't know why. If anyone knows why, let me know. Okay, I'm going to cancel this and do it again because it's stalled one more time. Using up all the data just to get it working. This is awesome. Ooh. Okay, this time I got 19 megabytes per second download. Alright, one more time, using the Glocalme device and running a speed test. I just restarted my iPhone. Getting seemingly different results. Ooh. Only 15 megabytes per second download this time, and 5 megabytes per second upload, which would be good enough to hopefully run a Zoom call. So I think I found the best place in the house to use this with the best speed. I was hoping for a little bit more, but it might be workable if that stays constant. Now, you might have experienced this yourself, but but cellular signals can vary throughout the day, and I've definitely seen that even just with the US cellular service on my phone. So, you know, during peak time when I actually might be doing a real business Zoom call or something, maybe this won't work. I don't know, I'll have to check it when it's not a holiday week. So some more info about this device. It is capable physically of going up to 150 megabits per second upload and 50 megabits per second download. That's just the hardware, you know, so it will depend where you are and which towers you're connecting to and which service providers you're connecting to and how good that connection is. Because again, this works all around the world and with lots of different service providers. I can't see any evidence of this in the notes about the device, but on Amazon's comment section there was a comment that said that the difference between this and earlier devices was that it had a faster processor. And just in case that was true, I decided to opt for the latest and greatest, the G4 Pro. It also has Google Maps in here. This is supposed to be for charging, but it didn't come with that kind of charging connectors. I think you just use this and plug it into a USB compatible adapter. It is possible to also use this as a battery bank for other devices with that same outlet, I believe. It has a volume button, which I think is only for the Google Maps that's installed on this version. Of course it has a display also, which one of the older versions does not have. I don't actually care about that, because if I have my phone on me anyway and I need an app to use it, what's the point? I really only got the upgraded version because there was a possibility, and I don't even know for sure, that it had a faster processor, and I wanted to be able to use this more than just these few months, to be able to use it in several years going forward. A competitive version is called Skyroam. They have these orange devices, and the marketing seems to be a little more pervasive for those, a little bit more flashy, but when I compared the Amazon reviews between the two devices, it seemed like Glocalme had a little bit more positive ones than Skyroam did, so that's why I went for the kind of not as popular, not as well-known Glocalme instead of Skyroam, but I'm not sure. They might be comparable. They might also tend to be used in different places. And you have to remember that all of the reviews that you're reading for these types of devices are also going to be taking into account the different cell services that are available in the places that they use them, right? So you can't blame 100% bad service on just these devices themselves. So in all, if you are an engineer who wants to work from a different location, maybe multiple different locations, places that might not already have internet set up, maybe you want to do the digital nomad thing for a while, which I did for a while, and it would have been nice to have one of these instead of getting SIM cards in every single different country I would go to. That was a bit maddening. It might be a viable option. I would say try it out. One of the reasons why I bought it through Amazon was because I know their return policy is really great, and I wouldn't have a problem in case this wasn't going to work in this location. So yeah, I would just say try it out if you can, if you have the time and the flexibility to not know immediately what your internet option is going to be in a place where you're going. Just see if it'll work, because this might work a lot better in other places. I'm sure it does actually, than where I'm trying to get it to work right now. But in any case, it's still a lot better than the internet I've been trying to get by with that goes in and out throughout the day, completely cuts out on US Cellular where I am. So if your work also requires heavy data usage and you've used something like this to get internet in random places, let me know what your experiences were. Do you have a preference? Have you used more than one of these? What was your experience? What do you prefer? Love to hear more feedback on that. And yeah, if you're seeing this, I guess it worked well enough, didn't it? As always, for the full article, you can go to SolidSmack.com. Thanks for watching.